Hello everyone, it's Scott here, and in today's gameplay video I'll be playing through a small portion of Pantsu Hunter Back to the 90s, which is a 90s style visual novel slash puzzle game. Now, as it says here on this caution screen, there is no manual saving within Pantsu Hunter, and you get to experience the story and the challenges that lie ahead without any saving. At first I was quite confused by this scenario, but it turns out that in actuality the individual episodes that you get to experience these characters are quite small. Now, how Pantsu Hunter works is that you take on the role of the main lead character known as Kenji, and it is your objective in life to find love. And Kenji has found out that the way to experience love and romance is through the panties or underwear of women. So as part of the story, you dive into a story that throws you into different scenarios whereby you get to experience an encounter with a woman, and then you get invited over to her house or whatnot, and you are supposed to navigate around her house and investigate basically about her lifestyle choices and her personality to locate the underwear. Now, I believe once you've located all of the underwear, you will then unlock additional portions of the story. But for the time being, I'll let you experience the prologue scenario that introduces you to the world of Pantsu Hunter. So with that introduction aside, we then move on to Chapter 1, which is Haruka Amikawa. And as you can see here, there's various different bad endings you can achieve, and there is only one true ending and 8 different panties to collect. So the challenge here is to get the true ending by collecting all of the panties that are located within this particular location of Haruka's apartment. And once you've collected all of the panties that are available, you'll then get the true ending, which progresses you on to Chapter 2. And then you would have to repeat that process for a completely different character, and then again for another one, and so forth until you complete the game. But how the actual sort of story and gameplay is presented is that it starts off with a visual novel style gameplay, which quite surprisingly has a full English dub audio track. I haven't tried the audio languages, so apologies for that. And you are required to, once the visual novel element has ended, you are required to investigate the area, which is done in a sort of Broken Sword mystery-themed vibe, whereby you navigate around the screen using touch prompts and so forth. But for the time being, I'll let you explore what we've got to see here.
I was waiting for you. You look kinda cute in everyday clothes. Nothing, I'm just teasing. I was just wondering if you could fix the video recorder. I have a screwdriver here if you need it. I was watching a movie and it suddenly broke. I have no idea why. I can't fix things myself, so I thought... Of course. The door is right there. Here. Why'd you switch channels? Oh. Well, if that's so, can you fix mine quickly? I just bought a brand new anime on VHS called Urusei Lum. Oh, no. I'm a fan of many different things. Anime is just a pleasant pastime. Not at all. It'll be a real pleasure. Sure. No problem. thought I told. Hey, are you on? Look, just forget it.
So as you just saw there, the idea of the game is to investigate the character that is there before you, before crucially time runs out. And you do that by navigating around the actual environment or going to the other environment, which was the bathroom, and investigating that area. All different clues that appear you can then use on your next playthrough. So how it sort of works is that any information you gather during your first playthrough, you can then use that information for the second playthrough, and then third, fourth, fifth, however long it takes you to get through the entire experience. There's no sort of right or wrong answer other than being able to collect all of the underwear that are scattered around the actual environment, and they are in different areas and environments, so it is well worth investigating the areas. It's a very unique and unusual experience, but it is done so in quite a nice style. So the artwork and visual presentation is really nice. Having an English dub cast as well is quite a nice surprise. The story, completely bonkers and insane, but it's quite funny and amusing at places. So as you just saw there, the power went out in the bathroom and the girl got suspicious, so we were kicked out of the apartment and we failed. So now we have to retry again. And this is why the game doesn't have a save state, so you are required to basically do the same portion of the game over and over and over again until you obtain everything you could possibly obtain from that chapter, and then you would be allowed to progress to the next one. So it does require a bit of memory skill and it is very repetitive, but at the same time it is an unusual game and would appeal to the sort of fan-service heavy elements that anime fans sometimes like. But yeah, interesting title, very long-winded and interesting. I mean, if you know what to do and when to do it, it can be quite straightforward. But like I say, the main purpose of the game is to get to know the character that you are talking to, and then by investigating around the area and then elements that you have investigated and become knowledgeable will, you can then proceed to locate where the underwear is. For example, in this bathroom scenario, you're supposed to pick up the bucket and then use it to empty the washing machine, which will then award you a pair of underwear. And in the lounge area, you are expected to read the books in the order that it displays to then be able to give you a pair of underwear. Now, yet again, once you do that bit and the time runs out, you do fail and then you have to retry. So as I mentioned earlier, how I understand it working is that you just continuously replay the same scenario over and over again until you've located all the panties available. That doesn't necessarily mean you have to do it in one playthrough, although that is a possibility. I haven't found it out yet because I haven't been able to locate all of the underwear in a certain location at once. But the ones that I have previously found do become unlocked in the gallery from the title screen menu. And once again, once you've finished this scenario and you've unlocked the other scenarios and you finish them, you can go back and replay any of those as you see fit. So it is quite a mixed experience. Visually it looks nice, it does have the traits and art style of the 90s anime and manga that you would come to expect from that era. It does have some interesting, quirky lines of dialogue. My main complaint with the game, other than I guess the game itself, because it is quite unusual and doesn't really offer much from a play perspective, it's more of an exploration perspective. And it's not really a visual novel play style, because obviously the dialogue is only there momentarily, would be the fact that the dialogue text and description text, as you can see that appears on the bottom of the screen, doesn't have a box that's covering the text, so it's just normal subtitles like you would do in an anime series. And as such, it can be quite hard to read, because most of the actual environments are lightish or peachish background that the text easily blends into. And even most Japanese games nowadays have sort of a text box with the text that go in, so that it doesn't just blend into the background itself. But other than that, it's an interesting title, and it is available for the Nintendo Switch as a digital download. And with that being said, I'll let you enjoy another 10 minutes or so of me trying to find some girl's underwear in this visual novel-esque Nintendo Switch game. So yeah, have fun watching.
How about Hey, are you almost done yet? Look, just for